Hey folks, Pat here. Welcome back. Week number 5. A little help with the mastery exercise for you today. And so we are over the hump, and so keep up the good work. I just chewed through most of the quizzes or tests on number 4, module 4, test 2. And almost all of you did really well, except for there was one on question 2 there. You're just looking for the other side of the tail. So if you got half credit on that one, take a look down in the comments, and I kind of showed you what happened there. If you want to punch that in for the extra 5 points, go for it. If you're fine with the 5 points, it's fine too. But anyway, module 5 deals with confidence intervals. Confidence intervals are very easy to calculate, especially if you use the internet, which is what we're going to do today. And so here we go. So we have this thing here, blah, blah, blah. Consumer research organization conducts surveys designed to evaluate a wide variety of products, blah, blah, blah. Looks at performance automobiles, major Detroit manufacturer. Full-size cars refused several complaints about the transmission. And so these are transmission repairs. So these are the actual number of miles driven for 40 vehicles. And so this is where we had a transmission failure. And so you must write a report addressing the following. Use appropriate descriptive statistics. I'll show you how to do that. 95% confidence interval for the mean number of miles driven. Yep, I'll show you how to do that. And then discuss the implications. And so the rest of this, you'll just basically have to kind of look at what's going on. And compare it to the actual stats. But let me show you how to do this. All right, so now you can do this all by hand. It's not really that hard. So your descriptive statistics would be your mean and your standard deviation. You know how to calculate that. 95% confidence interval. There's a couple different tools you can use in order to do that. The easiest one is Excel. And so I'm just going to show you how to do that here real quick. And so with Microsoft Excel, we're going to grab all our data, do a control copy, go down here and find Excel. And let's just paste that data in here, but you got to paste it as text, otherwise it gets all jacked up. So if it shows up as like some kind of scientific notation, paste it as text, and it'll come out right. All right. And so one of the things that you should have that will make your life a lot easier is go over here to data and see if you have this data analysis tool pack right here. If you don't have that, let me show you how to get it. All right, so you go over here to File, you go down here to Options, you go down here to Add-ins, and then it's going to be, see mine's listed up here, okay, yours probably be listed down here. You want this analysis tool pack, not this analysis tool pack -VBA. You don't want that one, you want this one. And so you click on that, and don't click on OK, click on Go, okay, and then click on OK. All right, so, well, follow the menus after that, all right? So, but this is just a whole bunch of stats tools that are included in every version of Excel out there. They're just not loaded in unless you've done it already for a different class or a different project or something. Okay, but I'm going to show you how to use that, and then I'll show you how to do it the other way too. All right, so here we go. In order to do descriptive analysis, where you want to pull all the descriptive stats from a set of data, you just go over here, you click on data analysis. Once you have it in there, click on descriptives, and then you get this little box here. Ask you for an input range. The input range is going to be the data that you select, and so select all your data like that. If you've got labels up here in the first row, you click that. Output range is just where you want it to be. By default, it'll do it on a new worksheet, and so we'll just do that. You want your summary statistics, and if you want to do a confidence level, you just click this box right there, okay, and you put in your confidence level, and it's going to spit that out too. So let's click OK. There we go. So here's all our stuff. Oh, it's doing it by columns. Never mind. So derp, ignore me, delete that, delete that. So yeah, you need to just grab this and actually organize it so it's all in one column. My bad. Sorry, I was thinking I was dealing with data there for a second. So don't worry about that. So here we go. Data analysis. Let's do descriptive statistics. Let's grab all this data now. There we go. Enter. We want output range, summary stats, confidence level for me, new worksheet. Worksheet plot. Yeah, you should only get one of these. All right. So here's all the data. All right. And so here's our mean, here's our standard deviation right there, and here's our confidence level. So now you're going to look at that, you're going to be like, well, that doesn't make much sense, all right? This is the interval, okay? And so in order to get your upper limit and your lower limit, all you do is you take your mean and you add this, boom, that's your upper limit. Take your mean, subtract this, boom, that's your lower limit, and that's your confidence interval right there, okay? So you can do it that way, but you don't have to. So the other way that you can do it is you could calculate the mean and the standard deviation and then go over to this over here. I put some more tools in here for you. Calculators. All stats calculators would have these in there. And so if you had a stats calculator, you'd have something like this. And you can just use confidence interval calculators, okay, over here. Now, there's 3 different types, and I believe the quiz has all 3 of these different types on there. And so these might help you out quite a bit. You can calculate them by hand, too. They're not that difficult, but use the calculator if you want. That's fine, too. So, but the 3 types of calculators that you're going to be interested in is this one's for proportions, and then there's the Z calculator and the T calculator. The Z, of course, is if you know the population standard deviation. The T is if you don't. All right. So in this case, with this problem right here, notice that we do not know the population standard deviation. It doesn't say it anywhere in the problem, and so we have to calculate the sample standard deviation, and so we have to use the student's T distribution, which is that calculator on the top. I put it on the top here for you. So confidence interval calculator, population standard deviation not known. And so I think it's going to take us back over to MatCracker. So the only 4 pieces of information that you need is the mean, the standard deviation, the sample size, and the confidence level. And so we want 95% confidence. We have population or a sample of 40. Our standard deviation on this is 24,742. 24,742. That is a humongous standard deviation. So, and 71,345. 71,345. 71,345. With numbers these large, I wouldn't worry about decimals. So, there we go. Punch that in. And click here to see the full step-by-step solution. Oh my God, are you going to charge me? Oh, no. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. That is new. That was not like that just the other day. So let's go to the Google and let's find another one. Sample confidence interval calculator. Here we go. Social science statistics. This one will work too. So sample mean was what? 71,345. 71,345. Sample size was 40. Standard deviation 24,742. 24,742. And then oh no. 24,742, and we want 95%. Here we go. Calculate. All right. This one won't charge. So there we go. There's our answers right here. And so it gives you, this is the, this here is the actual mean. This is with a 95% confidence level. This is our lower. This is our upper. And if you went over here, and if you took this is the interval. This is the actual value of the interval. Added it to this, so 71 plus 71,000 plus 7,900 is going to be about 79,000, right? Yep. Okay, and then subtracted this from this, you'd get that. And so if you don't want to do that extra step and you want to go use this social science statistics calculator, that works too. Any calculator out there you find is absolutely fine. So, I mean, shoot, even if you have a business calculator, it's going to have this stuff on there. All right, and so it's pretty straightforward to do. Meanwhile, back to our problem here. So once you actually know that, so you appropriate descriptive statistics summarize the transmission fed, so that's your mean and your standard deviation. 95% confidence level, we just did that, and so you give me the upper lower. And so the way that you'd say that is that, you know, we can we can state that at a 95% level of confidence that transmission failures generally occur between this value and this value. Okay, so your lower and your upper, or your upper and your lower, whatever way you want to do it. All right, discussing implications of your statistical findings. All right, and so what does that actually mean? Think about that. What does that mean if you're about to buy this car? Okay. Assume for the population of cars manufactured in the USA, the standard deviation of the actual number of miles is only 4,000 miles rather than 7,000 miles. And so how does that actually change your answer? And so you might want to go back and redo the calculations, but you might be able to just kind of like eyeball that one and think about it. So if the standard deviation is much smaller, what happens to your confidence level? So, not to give you all the answers. And then after here, if 5 cars manufactured, blah, 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 just arrived at a repair shop reporting issues with transmission, the odometers read this, this, and this, what conclusions can you draw regarding those transmissions? Okay. And so the rest of it's logic. All right, and so that's confidence intervals 101. And so just remember, use the right calculators for the right job. In fact, I'm curious. I might have to go back and actually change these now. So that's really disappointing. But I think that's pretty smart because Math Cracker's making money off people now. So let's check this one out and see. I think I probably have some old ones punched in from back here. Let's just do confidence level here. See if this one's going to work. Yeah, okay, so they're all behind paywalls. Boo. All right, don't pay money for that. You can find other places that do that. I'll see if I can find some for you. But that's all I got for you here today. Any questions, pop them over there into the forums or email me. So, but this chapter, pretty straightforward as long as you chew through this stuff and understand basically how confidence intervals work. You're just using the standard deviation to do a little calculation to come up with the interval and then add and subtract that from the mean in order to get a range. And so whenever you hear a survey plus or minus 3%, boom, that's a confidence level, okay? Or a confidence interval. And so, yeah, like I said, any questions, let me know. But that's all I got for you this week. Good luck. So, and we'll catch you all next week. Take care now. Bye.